A child has a meltdown at the store. Nothing is working to calm them. Do you leave and come back another time, or grit your teeth and finish shopping? Hi guys, it's Viviana and I've got a special guest here with me. This is the beautiful Ruby Suze. I'm doing a collab video today and we're doing a mummy related video. Now this tag I saw going around maybe a couple of years ago, so I thought I haven't been able to do it and I thought let me try it now, especially now my kids are a bit older and I know, you know, some of the scenarios I've actually experienced now, so I hope you enjoy them and I hope you can relate to a lot of them as well. Here are our answers and you can share your answers as well in the comments below. So scenario 1, this is my life by the way, this one. It says your kid is refusing to eat dinner. Do you stand your ground and demand they eat what you made, or make something else? Ooh. Right, Caleb is fine because he's still nursing, we just started weaning. So I guess this would refer to my lovely 3-year-old twins. Three-nagers, seriously, 3-nagers. Alright, Noah, he's always been pretty good with food. Olivia, I do have my moments where she literally will be like, I can't eat that. And for me, I'm a bit patient initially. I'm like, I give them this rule where they do at least a bite and I try and encourage them to at least try it first. If they don't like it, as long as I've got something else, then I'll probably give them something else. If I don't, guys, I'm not about cooking another meal, so you're going to eat that. I'm not going to force them, but I'm really going to encourage her to eat. I know some people let their kids go to bed hungry, maybe if the kids were a little bit older, but for now I probably would do my best to give them another alternative or just really encourage them to eat it. Or in my case, a lot of the times I'm like, okay, let your twin brother eat it, and that's usually when she changes her mind. That's a good motivation. That is a good motivation, and that does help with me. I mean, myself, I've also got the same situation where my son is a bit more picky than my daughter. My daughter will eat anything that is edible and non-edible. Anything. Like her favourite thing to eat. For me. And the other thing, the favourite thing for her to eat is cream. Like, just gets my shea butter and just yums the thing. Yeah, let's not go there. But my son is a bit more picky, and so I'm again having to exercise patience. But what I tend to do is, like as you do, is like, okay, at least put it in your mouth, and then I try to turn it into a game. So I'm like hum 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 hum, which it like makes me feel silly, but he actually mirrors it, and then before you know it, he's actually eating the food. And if he really doesn't want to eat it, then I just, well, no. That's it. I haven't even got the energy to make anything else. So it's like, well, if you don't eat, then you can have a cup of water. But then the next day, obviously he's going to wake up hungry, so he'll have breakfast. But then I might present that meal again 2 days later, so that he doesn't, because they say you have to, a child has to try something 13 times or something like that before you know they definitely don't like it. So I'm not giving up. Like potatoes is a big thing, like he doesn't like it, but the second time he's eating it, he's eating a little bit more. So I know that 13 time rule thing is actually true. Just have to keep going back. Yeah. Show that. No, have to keep going back, because otherwise I don't think they really know. And so I'm trying to be consistent in trying it all the time. Your child has a meltdown at the store. Nothing is working to calm them. Do you leave and come back another time, or grit your teeth and finish shopping? If my child has a meltdown, I'm going home! That's why there's online shopping, guys. That's why there's online shopping. I remember when I was pregnant one time, and I thought I'd take my son to return the shoes that I bought for him that were too small and to get an exchange. Went to the boot. Are tougher. Yeah, exactly. I went to the boot. And my husband was like, forgot to put the pram back in, and I was like, I'll be fine. I was heavily pregnant. I was like, I'll be fine, it's fine. We're just going to quickly return these shoes and come back. This child performed for me. Oh my gosh. He just went into, and then was on the floor. He was on the floor and he was rolling, and then my belly was there, and so he was dragging me, like, you know how they do, they're dragging you, and I've got the shoes in my handbag. I looked a hot mess. I'll never forget. The guys behind me, instead of helping me, they're just looking at me like, it was horrible. So yeah, since then, unless it's 5-minute job, you're not going shops with me. If it's something I can do online, I'll do online. Especially in my situation, or anyone's situation when you've got more than one kid. No, it's not about that life. Because I find that it's contagious.
Yeah, then the other one, before you do it, the other one too.
Yeah. Scenario 3. Your child gets too many toys for their birthday. Do you make some returns or save them for a rainy day?
I guess it's a good idea as well during Christmas as well, where you get a lot of toys. What do you say, return?
Yeah, return.
I don't like returning gifts, personally, unless it's maybe something I bought and I come home and realise I already have it. Something someone else has given to them, and they haven't given me a gift receipt thinking that I have the option to return it. I try and keep it, and I would probably keep it for a rainy day. Kids are funny, they don't actually need that many toys all at once. I think for me as well, the kids just get really overwhelmed, they just open everything at once, and then they're bored after like a day or two. So I bring them out kind of slowly, so you show them 1 or 2 gifts, they play with that. When they get bored, you then switch it with another one. And that helps with the house as well, so it's not a complete mess, because the house is just not big enough to have that many toys. But yeah, the twins get a lot of toys.
Yeah, and I can imagine you might have double of a lot of stuff. And that would be hard.
Exactly. A lot of people get them the same thing, which I'm very grateful for, but I encourage them to share as well. So I give them 1 toy, another one, and they play with it, and then they switch around.
That's a good one. Yeah, I would save them for a rainy day. I even save party bags for a rainy day. Like, honestly, I just can't. I've got a whole shelf. It's known fact. There's party bag shelf in my house, because I find if you give a child everything, then there is nothing else to look forward to. And also I find that
it's a whole year.
Also, it helps those days when you are having a rainy day or a lazy day and you don't want to go out anywhere and you can't be the entertainment system. If you've got this stash of toys, you can just bring it out, be like, woohoo, look what Mummy's got for you, new toy! And then they go off. So I do, in my head, I know exactly how many toys.
Would you return any?
No, I wouldn't return any, because I think that somebody has actually bought that for that child. And I think if you've got too many toys, the older toys should go to charity or gift it to a friend. That's what I feel. I think it's much easier for you to save them. Like, there's a doll that I'm like thinking, when should I give this to my daughter? Because I'm not giving it to her now because it's gonna get destroyed. So I'm gonna save it until I feel like, okay, she's at the level where she understands. Because I took out a cooking pot set. It was so lovely. It is dead now. Can't find the lids. The handles come off. I'm like, yeah, you were too young for that gift.
That's true.
Scenario 4. Your child is protesting sleep. Do you give in at 3 a.m., get them up and turn on a movie, or continue to rock them, nurse them, etc. to get them to go back to sleep? Hey, this one, eh?
This one is easy, guys. I know
3 a.m.
You've seen the vlogs, and if you've seen the vlogs, I tend to put the time as well when, either one of the twins decide to wake up in the middle of the night. If we're talking toddler age, it's definitely just rocking them back to sleep. Maybe read a little book. What's the other option?
Do you read them a book at 3 a.m. in the morning? I can't even see.
I'm thinking if they came to my room, because the twins share a room, I tend to try and encourage one of them to just get back to sleep very soon. Obviously, you don't want to encourage them to keep on waking up thinking, oh, when I wake up, Mommy's going to read to me and rock me and we're going to play. Not 3 a.m.
No,
not at 3 a.m.
No. So I tell you what I did the other day. It's so embarrassing. My daughter wakes up early, really early all the time. So I just, she cried, screamed, and I went and I opened the door because she can't open the door. So I opened the door and we went downstairs and I had breakfast, played Snap, played cards.
Wow.
For some reason, I then looked at my phone. It was 6:30 in the morning. So I had been up for at least 2.5 hours with these children. 2.5 hours. So now I keep my phone next to my bed because I never kept my phone next to my bed.
So you didn't know what time
So I didn't know what time. I just thought she was crying, so it's morning. So now, no, any child wake up, and it's not like 7 o'clock or 6:30, you're going back to bed. You're just going.
What time do your kids wake up?
6:37.
Yeah, same here.
Scenario 5. You have an appointment and no babysitter. Do you bring them with you or reschedule?
Now, if you'd asked me this question, and it's going to be funny because some people might reschedule, but if you'd asked me this question maybe a few months ago when the twins were still 2 and they were running around everywhere, I wouldn't even hesitate. I'd be like, sorry, can't make it. But I think now they're actually at a good age. When I go out, we've practiced enough times because otherwise I won't be able to leave the house. So if I can go, personally, I would go.
I think it depends for me on the appointment, what it is and where. I do this like health and safety check in my head anytime I need to go anywhere. So like in my head I'm like, okay, if we're going to the doctors, I'll be like, I do a run through in my head of where we are, what are the potential dangers.
If they have a kids play area as well.
So I do a recce in my head of where it is and then I make a decision.
These are the things you have to plan.
It's like seriously, if I'm going to a friend's house and I'm supposed to go for dinner and plans for childcare fall through, I'm like, if she's got glass in her house, if it's extra uber clean, we're not going. We're just not going. No, I just won't go because I'm just like the sweat, the anxiety. I just want to enjoy myself anyway. So we'll stay at home or I'll change it so that person can come to my house. So I think it's. I'd have to reschedule.
It depends on the appointment.
It depends on the appointment.
But I think that's a good idea about making a little risk assessment.
Yeah, that's what I do. I love it, thank you. Risk assessment. If I'm going to do my hair, nah, we're rescheduling that appointment. No. Tongs? No. Scissors? My son got a chunk out of his hair. That's why yes. So scenario 6. You have 20 minutes until unexpected company arrives. Yay! Oh gosh. Do you rush to clean up your messy house or just figure, hey, it's okay, I've got kids? Hi.
This happens quite a lot. This should happen in the last year where people would just be like, oh, I want to come over, I want to visit you, and it's the last minute.
No, but you've just had
the baby, so that's probably,
so that makes sense.
That is the reason. Yeah. Okay, so personally, 20 minutes, I would try and tidy up. Let me tell you why, because even if it's someone I know, especially if someone who hasn't been to the house before, I haven't met before, I think it's good to try and make a good first impression. One moment, guys. Mummy life, we do have a guest with us who's done really, really well. So I would try and tidy up the house, not like a massive clean, because you only have 20 minutes, but I do the best I can in 20 minutes. Just because, someone's coming around, you want to make a nice impression, even though you do have kids. So I would just clear out the communal areas. So I'm talking about the living room, the kitchen, and maybe the bathroom as well. The 3 key hotspots I clean, and then the other rooms is where all the junk I throw in.
Yeah, that's what I did.
And the other thing as well is probably try and clear up my kids as well. So if they've got food on their mouth, everything, or their clothes are messy, try and sort that as well. I think that's enough what you can do in 20 minutes.
In 20 minutes, I think that's realistic. I usually go
but not a massive.
No, I'm not doing a deep clean.
Not a deep clean. If the sink has got some plates in it, I'm not worried about that. But if there's toys on the floor that someone could trip on, I think I'd make a conscious effort to clear that.
I think I would do what you said. Think of the hotspots, and for me, it's the living room and the bathroom. Those are the 2 hotspots you have to clean. And I think also it depends on who's coming over.
No house tour. You only give me 20 minutes notice. No, let me see your new house. I'm like,
no.
Some cupboards you don't want to open that I've stuffed everything in.
Scenario 7. So you're running late and you only have time to do your hair or your makeup. Which one do you choose?
No. Hair.
Yeah.
I think hair for me.
Yeah, forget.
I don't know why I thought makeup, because a lot of times I don't know it's a cheat to say both. It depends what you class makeup. I think if I can just do my eyebrows, I'd be happy. If you say that I can only do one, I think it's just making sure the hair. Yeah, I think hair for me, having tidy hair speaks.
Yeah, I can't function.
I can't have hair all over the place when going out.
No.
Personally, yeah.
I can't.
I think I can go, I'm happy with that makeup.
I think I would definitely do my hair above everything else. I think once you've got a good moisturiser, you're good to go. I think makeup wise, I've got that, those oval brushes now. And so if I had to, like you said, I'd probably go to the bathroom when I get to where I'm going and just put like a few spots of foundation just so that my skin is more clean. Yeah.
Because I know it's bad answering both, but if it's just one, I think hair first, and then either eyebrows or just dab concealer in the mind.
And just quick
Little circles.
just
And no sleeping.
sleep deprivation. This one. So the last one. You're at the park and another child pushes your child.
Yeah.
Do you intervene and correct them, or go and find the child's parent?
Okay, I think in that situation, if it happens, especially if it's something deliberate, I would personally just remove my child from the situation.
Yeah,
Because some kids are just, especially if it's some deliberate act of pushing. Now, if that kid carried on following my kid and hurting them and pushing them, which is, you know, all that bullying, I would probably walk up to them. Obviously, try and assess the situation where the mother is, but I want to remove my child from the situation, especially if it's someone pursuing them. And I speak politely to the child and like, you need to have kind hands. Where's your mother? And I probably try and speak to the mother as well of what happened. And this, I'm talking about something where it's like deliberate, you know, the child is deliberately going for my child. But if it's just, you know, typical sprawl where they push, I think I just remove my child from the situation.
Yeah, I think I would do that too. I think I would just grab my child and run.
Run.
Because the thing is, you don't know where that child is coming from or why that child is doing it. You don't know the scenario. I think it depends on where we are, because if you're in a school setting, then I might perhaps have a word with the teacher or have a word with the play centre or whatever manager and just be like, oh, you know, this kind of happened, what do I do? Because I don't know how to really not confront, but
it's hard to confront someone else's
It'd be hard to go
child.
up to a parent and say, this is what your child did. You get me? I think you naturally be like, oh, you know, defensive, because everybody wants to think the best of their child. So I think I would just remove my child and just tell them, just don't go near that child.
Yeah.
That's what I probably would do.
Yeah.
Just play in a different area. Although I think this is quite a tricky one.
It is a tricky one. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video, something different. I think it's a lot of scenarios we as mummies face on maybe a day-to-day basis, especially a lot of the last-minute ones. So if you face any of those scenarios, or will let us know any of the answers you would give if it was you. And Caleb has really enjoyed this video. He's teething at the moment, guys. That's why he's very vocal. Let's say bye. You want to say bye, Mama? So yes, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment below and subscribe to my channel. And over on Ruby's channel, she's got another video that we did together which is going to be date night ideas, so be sure to check that out and also subscribe to Ruby's channel. I'll link everything below. So thanks again so much for watching and I shall see you in my next video. Bye guys. Bye.